You can interpret a lot about a person by reading his or her tweets. But can it really expose how much money you make? A new study found you can actually infer a person's income based on the language used while tweeting. Researchers at Penn State analyzed over 5,000 Twitter users and more than 10 million tweets. Lower income people were found to use more profanity and primarily used Twitter to socialize, while higher income tweeters were more likely to discuss politics and share news. So the next time you craft that 140-character tweet, remember, all those characters might reveal more about you than you realized. Well, if the words you tweet can reveal a lot about you, what does your cell phone behavior say? A recent Pew Research study found that 89% of cell phone users use their device during their most recent social activity with others. Are our texts and tweets and posts slowly stripping away the very essence of our humanity? I mean, I don't mean to be melodramatic about it, but is there a way to reclaim the conversation? Sherry Turkle is a psychologist, MIT professor, and the author of Reclaiming Conversation, The Power of Talk in the Digital Age. When we're looking at these Pew Research numbers, it's pretty astonishing. I mean, 89% of cell phone users use their phones during recent social activities with others, like reading messages, text or emails, taking photo or video, receiving an incoming call, searching or browsing the web. Does any of that shock you?
Not after doing research, Reclaiming Conversation, it doesn't, no. But the more interesting statistic is that 82% of people say that it deteriorated the social interaction they were in. So we're doing something all the time, 89% of us, that we know is not good for us.
Why do we do that? We're in a social situation.
Yeah.
Why do we pick up our phones and look at our phones?
3 reasons.
Okay.
Our phones make us a promise that no person can make us, that we can go any place we want to go, we will always be heard, and we will never have to be bored. And that thrill of it's like gifts from a benevolent genie is addicting.
Cell phone use during group interactions. Are you distracted when this happens? 75% say no, or maybe just a little bit. Really? 75% say using your cell phone during these interactions doesn't really distract you from what's happening. Do you buy that?
No, it's not true, because in the studies we do, we see that when you put a cell phone, famous study, a cell phone on the table, and a phone turned off, it deteriorates what we will talk about. The conversation will turn light, it will turn inconsequential.
So I need to move, what you're saying is literally in you and I talking about this, just by me having the phone out and in between us, it is interfering.
Deteriorates the conversation, and not only the content, but you and I will feel less of a kind of empathic connection towards each other. We'll feel less stake in what each other thinks. Is that
because this now is more than just a tool that we use? It has become a symbol for how we don't connect with each other. I mean, I'm being brutally honest now. It's not all that unusual for me, and I know it can't be healthy, but to be sitting next to my husband and both of us are on our phones. Sitting on the sofa next to each other, but on our phones.
Well, the phone between us signals that our conversation can be interrupted. So I'm not going to say things that are intimate, where I don't want to be interrupted. So the phone has come to symbolize that you can go anywhere you want to go away from me, and that I don't have your full attention. So we have to learn how to be with ourselves so that we can come into a conversation with another person and really be with them and hear them.
It's true, you know, we go on a walk to the subway and our headphones go in so that we can walk and...
Not if you follow my advice.
Yeah, no, well, okay, to that end, as long as we're on the set.
There you go.
Sacred space here. Sherry
Sacred
Turkle.
Space.
Thank you.
My pleasure.